concern was making a million, being the illest hustler that the world had ever seen. He used to sleep with movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. The boy never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober, her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks, looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation, cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So the criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. Yeah, you see, me and men like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He fiended for props like addicts with pipes and needles, so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. He coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave into his greed. Everyone trying to be trife never faced the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a man doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little things up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers the crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. He hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine, fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block residents treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs, but when he tried to step to him, they showed him no love. They told him any coward can sell drugs, any man with a gun can bust slugs, any man with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked someone up in a club, but only a real thug can stab someone till they die, standing in front of them staring straight into their eyes. Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a woman to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men up in the sight. His dreams about cars and jewelry made him agree. A hardcore man is all he ever wanted to be. And so we met them Friday night at 2:45. They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking, drinking, and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone. 3 in the morning, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her. Walking through the projects, the darkness swallowed her. They wrapped a shirt around her head and knocked her to the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed her by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on her until he broke her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving, blood leaking through the cloth. She cried silently, and then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned when they were done, and she was lying bloody, broken, and bruised. One of them pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head. Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine, the platinum, and the ice, and he felt strong, standing alone with his new brothers. He cocked the gun to her head and pulled back the shirt cover, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried, cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully than when in the